Hey y'all. Hey guys, I'm just hoping you're doing okay. I just wanted to come in and just talk to you real quickly. What's been in my spirit to talk to you about today is the dopamine that you get in the beginning of a relationship. Okay, what's the danger in that? Well, it is so intoxicating. It is so overwhelming that there is no way that you can see clearly to make the decisions. Now, isn't that interesting that God would give you that? And it's a good thing to have that so that you can overlook things that the rest of the world uses against your partner, the person that you care about. So in the beginning of a relationship, somehow God made us this way where we give off dopamine and all these things that kind of lessens the way we see the person in front of us when we're in love. The more in love you are, the more you have that. Why is it that it could be a negative thing? There has to be a balancing act. And when we as Christians, because this message is for young Christian successful men, single men, we're supposed to be doing something called guarding our hearts. If you do not guard your heart during the beginning stages of a relationship, you will now be taken over by the enemy. Now, the enemy knows exactly what God has given us for good. And what he does, what God means for good, he tries to turn it into a bad thing so that it hurts us. So the very good thing that God gave so that you can be connected and so that you can have vulnerability and so that you can come connected and get closer so that you could build a relationship, because you're going to need that dopamine a little bit because you don't want to seem like the rest of the world. What makes you love a person? Think of the woman that you've loved ever, that you've liked the most in your life. Speaking to the young men, it was that girl that loved you for you, the one that overlooked things that others would pick at you about, right? Your best friends, even if it was a male best friend or anything, or any person that you can connect with, they looked past the things that others picked at you about, right? And that's what made them love you. They had empathy and they loved you past those silly little things. That's that dopamine. It helps them because they love you. But if that overpowers, what does the Bible say about being drunk with wine? He didn't say you can't drink wine. It's to be drunk with wine. So what makes you think we should be drunk with love or drunk with anything else? We shouldn't overeat either. So in the beginning of a relationship, if you don't do what's called guard your heart, hold some things back so that you can balance it, it's to savor the beginning parts. But you're going to see some things you don't like either, because there's only one perfect person. That's Jesus. So if you don't exercise this ability to guard your heart, which is not spoken about much, we wait until after the problems. This is when you're going to see the little pink flags that I could teach you about in my course, and I teach you how to guard your heart. It is not easy to do that. It's one of the hardest things to do, but it will serve you in the long run because you can build, and then you can build a foundation for a beautiful, lasting marriage.